brilliant. That was Katie. She's staying at Siobhan's for tea, so we don't need to hurry back. And no worries about the man at the house. He's working today, so we can get going. I hope we don't get stuck in bank holiday traffic. I'm really looking forward to this.
You're not the only one.
Don't enjoy yourself while you're still young, eh?
They're not young.
Hey, they're not old either.
How old's not old, Mrs. Rogers?
Well, it's about 30-something-ish.
That's a biggish kind of ish.
80-something.
What did he say?
Oh, we said you don't look a day over 21.
Oh, you'll all be old and decrepit one day, just like us. You wait and see.
Hey, give it another go, Julia.
Well, this is shaping up to be a fine day out, I'm sure.
I could have got our Ron or our Michael on the case, but they're offering a family outing to Blackpool. But we'll give it one more try.
That's why Elizabeth Taylor, that's Richard Burton, isn't it? Certainly know how to shatter girls' dreams, you do.
Julia, we were only going to Colwyn Bay.
It might as well have been Acapulco, the speed we're getting there. I only hope there's nobody watching us from behind the bedroom curtains.
Who cares? Shift over, love.
I do. I care. I've got appearances to keep up. Not like some vagabonds I could mention.
Now, if we give it a minute, it might just catch.
Oh, we used to have a toilet flush like that. You had to creep up on it to get it to flush.
Hey, I know the type. The sort you had to give 3 little jiggles before they get going.
That's right.
I used to know a couple of girls like that.
Well, I'm not one of them, so you can drop all thoughts of jiggling me 3 times.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
I don't know why I bothered. You let me down at New Year, and now look at us. There's only so many bank holidays in a year, you know.
Hey, I've said I'm sorry about that. There's only so many times you can say you're sorry, as well you know. Hey, if we get out, pretend we're not trying, it'll start. It's bound to. Even with a bit of a push, it might pick up.
Well, before you ask, I'm not getting out and pushing, not with my feet.
Perish the thought.
Are you 3 just going to sit around here all day?
Yeah, 3 what? Touch a Maradona there. Could have sworn you used your hand. Wake me up when I'm 50. Why 50? Let alone past it. You can play blow football till you're an old man. Yeah, but I can't play real football till then. Then again, I can't play anyway, can I?
Right. You sure you 3 are going to be all right on your own? What's up?
You just go off and enjoy yourselves. We'll stay here.
You're not jealous of us 2 old-age pensioners rediscovering our childhood, are you?
No, Jeff's just looking to where he can put his nails so he can hang his boots up.
Forever.
Oh, I'm glad everyone else thinks it's funny.
Why don't we talk about it in the car?
What car?
Mine.
I don't know if there's going to be enough room for all of us.
I don't allow any long faces in my car, especially not on days out.
Well, what do you think? Can you be ready in 2 minutes?
Suppose so, yeah.
Never mind suppose so. Come on. Get a move on. And remember, this is supposed to be mine and Gina's day out, so once we're there, you're on your own, right?
What about it?
I was going to ask them. Go on. So, what about it, you 2?
Oh, we're already out for the day, so we don't need to get ready.
We're not going to spoil your day, are we?
Not if you know what's good for you, Brian. No.
I better take the bags off the back seat.
I'll come with you. 1 minute, Jeff.
Wonder where we're going.
I don't care as long as it's not Tranmere.
I can't believe it, you know. He's got all these toys and he still gets bored and gets up to mischief the minute you take your eyes off him.
Well, he's exploring, isn't he?
I didn't know I was living with Dr. Spock.
He just gets bored, that's all, sitting indoors all day on a nice day. Same as me.
Ah, so that's where he gets it from, is it?
Only thing he's going to inherit off me is me money, and that won't be much, will he?
Oh, I meant he's probably learned to feel that way, you know, living with you.
I know what you meant.
I'm sorry. I just said it before I'd thought.
Oh, it's all right, forget about it. I mean, I'm not going to jump down your throat.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I wish he'd eat these biscuits instead of treading them into the carpet.
He's too busy eating chalk.
Yeah, and it was coloured chalk he ate last night, and I'm sure that can't be good for him.
He don't seem to be too excited about me news, you know, about being fixed. I thought you would have been made up.
Yeah, well, it's a lot to take in, isn't it? I mean, it changes a lot of things.
I just thought you'd want to talk about it. Well, you know, when you're ready.
The more I sit here thinking about all the jobs that need doing in here, the more depressed I get, you know.
What jobs?
Well, we haven't cleaned the skirting board behind those shelves in at least 6 months.
We did that at Christmas when we got the new fridge. Anyway, people don't come in here checking, do they?
And have you seen under our bed? It's like the desert in one of those old westerns up there, you know, with all those dust balls blowing around.
It's a bank holiday, you know. I haven't taken the day off work to hoover under the bed. Why don't we take the baby out somewhere to keep him occupied?
Yeah, well, it's not going to hoover itself.
It's just going to have to wait then, isn't it? Like we're going to have to wait talking about another baby.
OK. Danny's only going to mess the place up again. Where do you want to go?
I don't know. Where do you want to go besides under the bed?
Well, we could go for a drive.
Oh, you're joking, aren't you? Well, that's like me saying to you, let's go down the office and file some legal papers. I drive for a living. I want to give me shock absorbers the day off.
All right, then you choose.
We'll choose while we're getting ready. Come on, Danny. Get ready. We're going to take you out, mate.
All right.
All right.
What are they doing letting you two in then?
Oh, lowering the tone of the place, are we?
Well, let's go over there and see the donkeys, and I've had it up to here with the donkeys.
Oh, shall I go with them? I don't mind.
You can take them for the rest of the day if you like.
All right, see you in a bit.
All right, see ya.
So how's it going then?
All right, you know, just having a little day out, like. It's my birthday and that.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thanks. Yeah, we're getting engaged, you know.
You too?
Yeah, well, it takes two, doesn't it?
Oh, well done. Congratulations.
Thanks.
I think you're getting a bit of practice in there.
After someone?
We're getting ready for parenthood. Won't be long now, will it?
Oh, I don't know. Just take it as it comes, I suppose, eh?
Rod!
What?
Come and hold us other hands.
What for?
Because I want you to.
I think she wants you to get a bit of practice in.
Come on, then.
Better do what I'm told, I suppose, eh? Start doesn't mean to go on. See you later.
See ya.
See ya.
She wouldn't have been too keen on having him when he was teething.
He's got himself a nice-looking girl there, hasn't he?
What about you?
Ah, she's not bad, considering her age.
Considering what she has to put up with.
So, what are we going to go for, then? Little brother or sister for Danny?
It sounds easy when you say it quickly.
You're not exactly jumping up and down at the idea, are you?
No, I'm not.
Well, to be honest with you, you don't sound as if you want another baby.
Of course I do.
Well, why is it? I mean, you don't sound as if you mean it.
I'm not a machine. I don't just want to be plugged in and produce babies left, right and centre.
I'm not asking you to do that.
I know it's brilliant about the tests, Terry, and everything. And I know I should be wanting a baby now, never mind in 9 months' time. But if I'm feeling the way I'm feeling at the moment, then we should both know. It'd be wrong for me to keep it to myself, wouldn't it?
So what are you saying?
I think we should wait. Before we try for another baby, you know, until the time's right. I just think we should wait. That's all.
This is nice, isn't it? Does you good once in a while to treat yourself. Mom! Mom!
Can you see who I can see?
Only if you want me to.
Ignore them.
They're big enough to get by without us, aren't they?
Oh, Mrs. Rogers, hiya!
Oh, come on, Mum.
Who's that lad shouting at?
He seems to think he can see his mother somewhere.
who you shouting at, love?
Oh, come on, Mum.
I'm not your mother. Neither am I.
Can you not answer me?
I think you'll find your mother's having a day off, isn't she?
What you talking about?
You go for it, Mrs. Rogers. See if you can pick up a nice couple of young lads on the fair.
Who's this Mrs. Rogers? My name's Dolores, and this is my friend, and... Jezebel. Jezebel? Why not?
But you best watch the lads on the waltzes, because it's, you know, the beginning of the season and they're raring to go.
It's the candy floss men we're after. Hey, I'm going to change my name if you're calling yourself Jezebel. Can I come with you girls? When you're grown up, love. Come on, girl. See ya.
Don't do anything a boatload of rampaging Vikings wouldn't do.
You need to worry more about Vikings in that boat.
It's the pirates we're worried about.
It's this water leaking in the boat I'm worried about.
Yeah, you can all swim, can't you?
He's still with us.
I don't know if I want to say this.
Just say it. I've said what I wanted to say.
I don't know. Do you want to split up and finish it, what?
Of course I don't. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Or will you try and make it a bit clearer what it is you are saying?
It's hard to explain.
Not as hard as it is understanding.
Knowing we can have a kid is brilliant. It's just taken a bit of adjusting to, that's all. I've been putting in so much effort at work, and I mean, the money is coming in handy, isn't it? Now we're getting ourselves back on our feet again.
You can't put a price on the chance we've got.
But we'll still have that chance, won't we, in 6 months or 12 months or whenever the time's right.
You spent the last 6 months kicking me into order over this baby business. I'd have quite happily carried on for the rest of my life, not knowing I could have kids if it wasn't for you. You're the one who fixed me up. And now you can have them, you're saying you don't want them. Right, I know I'm not the brain of Britain, but it doesn't take much to work it out, does it, eh? I know you'd rather be swanning off with your mates in work and going for drinks with them.
I've been for a drink twice. I haven't had a lot of fun in the last 2 years, have I?
You're not the only one.
The brilliant thing about your operation being successful is the fact that it gives us a choice. That's all.
Hey, kids.
That's a shame. We've been so keen on getting on with it since your operation that we haven't been using any kind of protection. Might be too late. You might already be on the road to fatherhood.
Oh, that's brilliant, that is, isn't it, eh? You spend 2 years trying for a kid like nothing else on earth. And then when you're having one, you say you don't want it. Anything else you want to do me head in with, eh? I think you better go and rescue Rod. I think you'd rather have a romantic day out than being stuck with Danny.
So would I.
Oh, he's lovely, your little boy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Loves the donkeys, doesn't he?
Yeah. I think I better go and give Sue a hand. See ya.
All right.
See you later.
Do you want an ice cream or something?
Nah. If you had the choice, what do you think you'd prefer first, a boy or a girl?
I hadn't really thought about it. Take it as it comes, I suppose.
I think you'd like a boy first, so you could teach him all the boys' things, you know.
Like what?
Like football and bike riding and things.
And picking his nose and wiping it on his sleeve, yeah?
No, I think we should have a girl first, so she can look after all the other little ones. Hope we can still hold hands when we've been married as long as they have.
So, how many kids are you actually thinking of having then?
Oh, I don't know. Enough to look after us in our old age. That's going to be great, isn't it?
What?
Just being us, instead of being you and me, you know, separate. Just being us. And all the letters will go addressed to Mr. and Mrs. Rod Corkill.
And the bills?
You won't stop loving me when I'm old and grey, will ya?
No. I'll be the same all right.
I don't want you to ever stop loving me. Will you promise?
Promise.
Oh, come on, the band's starting. We're going to miss it.
Is your vehicle, sir?
No, just robbed it off a blind onion seller.
Got your documents?
Certainly have, officer.
You had a puncture?
Yes, just a little while back.
If you're gonna get it repaired.
I'm on my way to do that now. I think you'll find it all in order.
Good. That's how it should be, isn't it?
So if there's nothing wrong, like, and I wasn't speeding, why have you pulled us up?
I'm in traffic. I'm allowed to, it's my job.
You're the responsible mother of teenage children.
Being led astray by a little floozy of a teacher of teenage children.
Judy, you know, I've escaped. It might only be for a few hours, but I've escaped. My husband won't talk to my daughter. My son's world's just caved in on him. And my youngest daughter I haven't spoken to for weeks. I've been so wrapped up with the others and I've escaped.
One day off will do you good. Come on.
What about poor Frank slogging up down endless motorways and me spending all his hard-earned cash on candy floss?
He's away, isn't he? He never has to know.
Oh, that escape didn't last long. Hi, are you going to come on this ride with us?
I'm not having you making a show of me.
All right, will you hold these for us then? Chicken. Go on.
Not going on out with them.
Well, we can't let the wrinkly shows how it's done, like. Are we going on or what?
What do we want to go on that for?
I will if you will.
Right, Hollies, come. Here we go.
I have to close my eyes, you know. Just let yourself go. Oh, I think I want to get off.
Oh, don't come on to me. I'm more scared than you.
You're not?
Yes, I am.
Oh, here we go. Don't you dare tell your dad about this!
It's not what I had in mind, you know, for a picnic at a beauty spot. I mean, can't we at least go round the back and sit in private?
Well, we've got all the cooking facilities on tap in the van. We'll feel better when we get some food inside us.
Right, love.
Hello, love. We've only got 2 chairs, I'm afraid, but there's plenty of fruit cake. There's this one here called Cyril for a start.
Oh, you're all right. Listen, you didn't notice the rest of my crowd going out, did you?
Well, I think I saw them going off in a white car earlier on.
White car? Oh, that'll be a mate, Gina.
Well, I wasn't taking too much notice at the time because we were too busy trying to get this started.
Hey, is that the royal we there?
You know what I mean.
I thought I was the only one who got my hands greasy.
Did you notice what time we went out?
Oh, it was ages ago now. I mean, I've been sat here watching this one clean his plugs and goodness knows what else for long enough.
And it looked like they were going out for the day.
Well, they certainly did. Only they were a lot more successful with their transport than some people.
Well, they wouldn't have taken a car if they were going to the park, would they?
Hey, have they gone off without you?
Suppose so, yeah. They didn't know I was coming home, though, you know. I got back off a run early. Just thought I'd surprise them, take them out for the rest of the day.
Hey, get in, get a bit of peace, make the most of it.
He's on his own when he's working, fool. That's why he's looking forward to seeing his family when he comes home.
Well, I can't expect him to stay in every day on the off chance, can I? Anyway, I'll get back over, do a bit of gardening or something.
Hey, get a can out of the fridge and put the racing on and come and join you, only I'm tied up here.
What? You leave me sat here on my own while you go off and watch the racing, and you will finish off tied up to a railway line.
We'll keep an eye out for that one, all right? He hasn't learnt his lesson yet, has he?
Julia, I'm sorry the van wouldn't work.
I could have been on a day trip to Buxton today, you know, from the club. And there was a luncheon included, so I wouldn't have had to bring my own sandwiches.
Hey, I'll take you to Buxton when the van's fixed. Well, if you like.
Oh, it'll be winter by then, knowing you. Then we'd be stuck in a snowdrift, I suppose.
Hey, we could keep each other warm, couldn't we?
I hope your thoughts aren't as mucky as your hands are.
Did you make this fruitcake yourself?
Tell me what's wrong with it first.
Well, who said there was anything wrong with it?
I just don't trust the tone of your voice, that's all.
It's just a job, that's all I was gonna say.
Oh, don't fall over yourself to compliment me on my bacon, will you?
I'll show you how good it is.
I like a man who eats well.
Can I ask you a question about your age?
You should know better than to ask a lady about her age.
No, I was just wondering.
Wondering what?
Well, you know, whether you actually feel old or not. The whole world keeps telling us we're old, but you actually feel it.
Do you?
Not until people remind me. Most days I feel like a daft kid. But do you really feel old inside?
No, not really. No, now you put me on the spot. No.
Do you ever get lonely?
Just a bit. You know, now the family's all split up. But I couldn't do what you're doing, you know, going all around the place on my own. If you spend half your life on your own, you mustn't be that worried about being lonely.
Me? Lonely? The thought only crosses my mind about 10 times every day.
I'd have never seen you like that.
That's because you don't know the real me. I don't mean lonely because you got no friends or your family's not there. I mean, lonely for company.
I know what you mean. I get lonely for company.
It's nice to be mature enough to talk about these things without feeling like a teenager, isn't it?
Things like what?
Well, you know, being a bit of company for each other.
Real-life action caught on camera next in Life Camera Action.
Can I open my eyes now?
Go on then.
Oh, that's lovely. What's it for anyway? It's not my birthday or anything.
Just saw it and I thought I'd buy it for you. You know, I always buy presents for people who I can't stand, or people who are really ugly, or people who smell.
Yeah, I always knew you were a bit weird.
Or people who keep me awake at night thinking about them.
What do you mean when you're on nights?
Night, close your eyes again, you.
What for? More prezzies?
Nope, I'm going to give these shoulders a massage, aren't I?
Oh, that's nice. What time are you back on?
Half an hour, so I'll have to keep an eye on the time.
Not used to this on my lunch break.
We'll have to get together more often then, won't we?
Anyway, what have I done to deserve this?
Giving me a reason to live, Trace.
Oh, pass it the sick bag, will you?
It's nice to be here just with you for the change.
Yeah, no. Feels like we've had half a Liverpool in here lately.
It's nice just the two of us, though, isn't it?
I can handle it.
Especially not having that Barry sniffing round.
Look, you don't need to worry about Barry anymore. I mean, just because he thinks he is, doesn't mean he's a major part of my life. I know he hangs around a bit too much, and I know he gets in the way. I've told him I need some space. I think he's got the message.
You'll get the message soon enough. Nobody's on that score.
What do you mean?
Nothing. I'm just saying that if people are firm with him, then he's bound to get the message, isn't he?
Ow! You're hurting me.
Sorry. It's a bit strong.
Hiya. Morning, Sam.
Yeah, it's not a bad morning at all, is it? These are new drawings?
Yeah, just a few ideas, you know, I thought might go with the plans you've already got.
Well, let's go and have a look then. Don't mind if I come aboard, do you?
Oh, sure you don't want to go in your own car? It gets a bit blowy in here, you know.
Oh, it's just what I need. I've been shifting paperwork for the past 3 hours.
Hey, sure you don't want me to put the hood up?
What? Pass up the chance of having the wind flying through my hair and blowing all the stuffy office cobwebs in between my ears.
Well, it's up to you.
Oh, leave it down.
I'll tell you what, do you want some sounds as well, Sam?
Yeah, why not? Why not? You know, I like your style, Barry. That's why we're doing business together.
Hey, are you sure you don't want the hood up? I mean, it does get blowy in here, like.
Oh, you want to drive a trendy Jeep? That is fine by me.
Oh, well, it's more practical than Sendy. I mean, I just used it for the site visits now, you know, we took it back off the architect.
Well, if that's where we're supposed to be going, let's get going.
Are you sure, Sam? I mean, it does get really blowy, like.
Of course I am. Makes you feel like one of the Beach Boys or something.
It's no trouble, you know.
Come on, let's get going. We might pick up a couple of blonde surf groupies on the way, eh?
It's nice doing business with you know, Sam.
And you, son.
Hey, just fancy putting these on?
Why not? Just the job. How do I look?
Lit.
Rich and handsome, you're supposed to say.
All right, then, rich and handsome.
You know, it's not every day I get the chance of a few hours out of the office. Oh, come on, then. Pedal to the metal.
You'll do for me, Sam.
Isn't it peaceful here?
Yeah, just us and the birds and the bees.
Hey, now that's enough. That's typical of you, isn't it? Spoiling our nice walk by bringing in the birds and the bees.
I was only talking about the glories of nature.
Well, you could get a double meaning out of anything, you. I know what you're referring to, and it wasn't the birds and bees. It was the birds and the bees.
An innocent man maligned.
Yeah, well, if you're trying to tell me you're innocent, you'd be saying I'm naive next. Well, I'm not.
I come through here in the winter, in the snow, just as the light was coming up. It was beautiful. Like you.
Hey, I'm not too proud to take a compliment, but I would go as far as to say beautiful.
Well, it's not just looks you think about when you get to our age. It's what's inside you. It's what you radiate.
Are you being serious?
I am, yeah.
Oh, well, that makes a change.
It was a surprise to me, too.
It suited you, you know, being serious in a funny sort of way.
How can you be serious in a funny sort of way?
Well, you just managed it.
It was beautiful here in the snow. I seen a little rabbit.
There you go again, trying to lower the tone.
No, I'm
I
serious.
thought it wouldn't last.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. It's just this tiny frozen rabbit and a peace and the stillness. And the world seems much quieter with the snow on the ground. And I stood there in the middle of it and I soaked it all up. And do you know what I wanted more than anything else in the whole world?
A little woolly hat.
Someone to share it with.
Jeff, have you got any kit you want washing?
Oh, funny, aren't you?
Fancy going for a training run later, son?
Why does everyone have to keep rubbing it in?
Jeff, we're not doing it on purpose.
You could go to Southport. See who's popular these days.
Yeah, I'm going down to shops. Gonna see if I can find some chewy that gives away free football cards or something, shall I? Everyone else is winding me up. Might as well have a go myself.
Oh, Jeff, hang on a minute, love. While you're there, will you get us a tin of corned beef and a pound of onions? Get yourself some chocolate biscuits, eh?
Shouldn't let him talk to us like that, you know.
Oh, I know. But he's got a lot to cope with at the moment. He's bound to be on a short fuse.
About time he pulled himself together, though.
Yeah, well, don't push him. Pushing our Sammy never did any good.
Who?
We pushed our Sammy so hard she went through that door and she isn't coming back. Can we please try and handle our Jeff's problems with a little bit more subtlety, eh?
How? By giving him days out at the seaside. Am I the only one taking his future serious around here?
No. You know very well you're not.
We haven't corned beef hash for tea.
Only if you promise to stop going on about my day out at Southport.
Without me?
You weren't here.
Made a real effort to get back, you know. So we'd have a nice family day out. End up by myself watching the racing.
Well, that's what telephones are for. So you can phone and let us know when you'll be home.
I just wanted to surprise you, that's all.
Well, the effort was appreciated. Now, back to Jeff. If you promise to go easy on him, I'll let you have some red cabbage with a corned beef hash.
Tell you what, he won't feel a thing.
You're not going out, are you? No. Come over here. Nice to have someone to chat to now I've finished all this lot.
I don't know how they can afford to go out most lunchtimes.
I prefer just a sandwich or something.
You looked as if you were busy this morning.
Oh, it's been one of the busiest mornings I've had since I've been here.
What you got today, then?
Oh, just an apple and some cheese.
I've just got some crisp bread and a kiwi fruit. Listen to us. We sound like those two airheads off the advert. Lovely.
Here we go. Gonna get the once-over now just because you got an unusual motor.
Oh, I suppose so. Wouldn't you think they'd have something better to do, eh?
You're like catching criminals. You can bet your life they wouldn't have stopped us if you'd been in my motor.
Don't believe this.
What's up?
Well, it's the same busy, isn't it, that pulled me up the other day?
You must be a marked man. You want to get yourself a nice anonymous little metro or something?
Well, well, well. Barry Grant. Or should I say hello, hello, hello?
First name turns it.
Yeah, well, he's just trying to be clever, isn't he? Get one up on us, like.
Is this your vehicle, sir?
Well, I'm hardly likely to be driving it if it wasn't.
You can't be too careful these days. There's a growing trade in specialist motors being liberated from their owners. It's happening in every police series on the telly, so it must be a growing trend.
So what are you saying, like? I sold this to some fella and then robbed it back off of him. Now I'm driving round in it.
Who could ever hope to understand the workings of the criminal mind, eh, sir?
What, in broad daylight?
Put your documents, please.
I think you'll find they're still in order. They are in order. There's no need to worry, Sam.
I am doing a meeting, you know.
Yeah, well, we won't be long.
Step out the car for a moment, please, Mr. Grant.
Well, what for?
Just like to check your spare tire if I could. Just routine.
It just so happens that I had a puncture the other day. This is a brand new tire. It's not a remould or anything. You really are helpful, you, aren't you?
Are you doing my job? Could you tell me which tire you replaced?
That one.
Doesn't look as if it's properly inflated to me.
There's nothing wrong with it, is there?
Are you aware that you would seem to be committing an offence under the Road Vehicle Construction and Use Regulations of 1986?
Look, it's not bored or nothing, is it?
It is an offence to use a vehicle on the road with a tyre that is not properly inflated. That definitely looks down.
Well, look, you know, to be spared, it's been hanging around for a bit, hasn't it? It's probably bled a bit or something.
Well, you'd be committing an offence if you were to drive away on it as it is. Haven't you got a foot pump?
I know what I'd do if I did have one.
This new spare looks all right. Maybe you should swap them over. If you want to drive anywhere from here, that is.
Do you know that it's an offence to arrest the innocent public?
Look, I'm in traffic. This is a traffic violation. Like I told you, I'm only doing my job. I'll just get your documents run through the computer.
Dad used to do that for me when I was little.
I used to be able to do this every time once, you know.
I don't mind it with the peel left on.
Oh, this is special for you. It's a treat. Aye, aye, here comes trouble. Hi, kid. You know my grandson Tony, do you?
Oh, I've seen him around, in and out of mischief.
Granddad, you come back for your tea?
Not today, son.
Well, my mum said if I saw you, you were allowed to come back home.
I just said not today. Go on, off you go.
Ooh. What does he mean? Allowed back in? You've not been banned from your own son's house, have you?
Granddad, I thought you said when you come back you'd teach me to navigate with a compass.
Hey, do you think you could navigate your way out of this wood without a compass?
Of course I could, yeah.
Let's see you do it, then.
Oh, Grandad, but I want to stay with yous.
Tony, I am very busy entertaining a lady.
Oh, I don't mind if he stays.
No, but I do, Julia. Go on, son. On your bike.
Oh, Grandad, do you want anything from the shops?
No, thank you.
Grandad.
Hey, if anybody else comes through here and sees us, you know, people are going to start talking.
Let them talk.
Oh, thank you very much.
And how long do we think this is going to take, then?
Well, he's deliberately taking his time, isn't he? He's obviously got it in for me.
I'm going to have to phone for a cab or hitch a lift or something. I can't stay here all day.
Well, there's nothing I can do, is there? I mean, not until he tells me he can drive off.
Apart from not getting involved with them in the first place.
I'm not involved with him.
It doesn't look that way to me. Not the way they're on first-name terms with you.
Yeah, well, he's just trying to be funny, isn't he? Get one up on us.
Yeah, he's giving you a hard time. I can see that. I'm not blind. But they wouldn't be giving you a hard time unless they were trying to put you in order. And they wouldn't be bothering unless you were out of order in the first place.
Look, this fella's just going out on a limb, isn't it? It's a personal grudge, Sam.
Whatever it is you're involved with, they don't like it, so they're giving you a hard time. And if they don't like it, I don't like it. I'm going to phone for a cab. I've got work to do. Legitimate work.
All right, Sam.
Here. You might need those for when the newspapers pick up on whatever it is you're up to.
But I'm not up to anything, Sam.
Everything seems to be in order.
Yeah, Sam, we can get off now. Do you know what? You might have blown everything there for me.
I'm not going to do you for the tyre. Just make sure you get it sorted, all right?
It's you that I should have sorted.
Is that a threat?
No, it's a bunch of bananas.
It's an arrestable offence to threaten a police officer, you know.
Is it? I'll have to remember that, won't I?
Oh, by the way.
I knew there was going to be a by the way.
Tracy sent a message.
Oh, did she? What is it?
Well, it begins with good and it ends with bye.
Do you know what? You're too clever for me.
She wants you to stop hanging around her and getting in the way of her life.
Is that what she said?
Just do it, all right?
See you then.
Not round Tracy.
Do you know what? You're doing really well there, Mr. Police Officer. I reckon you'll be in line for promotion soon.
Get some air in that tyre. Use your mouth if you can't find a garage.
Hope the bulb goes on your little blue light.
I'll be watching out for you, all right, sir?
Same here, maggots.
So come on, then. Tell us how the fight of the century is going with Terry.
Oh, well, I wish he'd talked to me properly about the way he's feeling. He normally either shouts a lot or he clams up and goes all morose and silent on me.
He's a fella, isn't he? All fellas do that silent bit. It's because they're not bright enough to do two things at once. You can't expect them to have feelings and talk about them at the same time.
I've been trying to tell him that I don't feel ready to have the baby straight away. But while I'm telling him, you can see he's just cutting me to pieces with his eyes and... Then I get all defensive and stupid, thinking, I can't believe I'm hearing myself say all this.
I can.
The one thing in the world that means more to Terry than anything else is to be able to father a baby. And it's what's been in my mind for months, even to the extent that it was me who pushed him into going for the operation. But for some reason, I seem to be getting all confused now. It seems like it's more important for me to have the baby for Terry than it is for myself or for us. But while I'm telling this, I just feel like I'm closing the door to all of his hopes.
You're not closing it forever. You've just got the safety catch on for a bit. It sounds like he's been so bothered about the principle of having a kid, he's not given a thought to the reality of it in practice. If it was all just straightforward between you, you'd be talking about all sorts. What's the best gap to have between them? How it fits in with what you want for your career? Never mind what you both need financially.
Yeah, well, Terry hasn't got much time for career women. Well, he sort of half-heartedly encouraged me. Well, he did up until the last few weeks, but... You know, if it ever came down to me being the breadwinner and him being the housewife, I don't think he could handle that.
There's all kinds of possibilities if you haven't gone into yet.
I just don't want you building up false hopes on him. I mean, wouldn't we be better off just encouraging him to get his head stuck into his books, get himself geared up for his exams, eh?
Not necessarily. Anyway, besides the 3rd and 4th divisions, there's the Vauxhall Conference. He could get a start there. I mean, these days, some of the amateur players make a better living than 4th division pros.
You're really trying hard for him, aren't you?
I just don't like to see him walking around with his chin by his knees.
Well, he thinks he's lost everything. He's bound to be down.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't be. I mean, that's not what you want in a footballer. You want a lad who can go 3-0 down and still fight back to the final whistle.
I want a lad who knows his mum and dad still love him, even though he thinks the rest of the world is against him. Oh, Frank, he's bound to come out of it in his own time, eh?
Right.
Hiya. Many people about?
Never noticed. That's because he's too busy looking down at his shoes.
What's he talking about?
Better ask him yourself, eh?
What's my shoes got to do with anything?
I was just saying to your mum, you must be feeling bad about not being kept on at Sammy.
I'm all right.
No, but some lads will be letting their heads go down.
Meaning me?
No. That's what I was saying to your mum. That you're not that sort of lad. You've got more character than that. And that's what all great footballers have got, isn't it?
It doesn't matter to me then, does it? I'm never going to be a great footballer, am I?
But you'll never know till you've tried, will you?
I have tried and failed.
Look. Are you two going to need a referee, or can I go and hang this lot out?
Oh, you're all right. Go on.
Okay.
We all really fell for you last week, you know. Now, I know I'm only your dad. Will you listen to me for a minute?
Go on.
Now, just because one club's rejected you, doesn't mean to say another one won't take you on.
They're bound to, aren't they? My place at Sammy was probably taken by a Liverpool reject or an Everton reject. Well, who's going to want a Sammy reject?
We won't know till we find out, will we? Now, you know what that is, don't you?
Oh, what are you doing with that?
It's the football yearbook. And it's full of addresses of all the clubs we can write to, telling them about you. And maybe one of them will give you a trial.
If I'm no good, I'm no good. I can handle it. Why can't everyone else just do the same as me and give up?
Jeff, get that book out the bin and put it on the table now. Page 53. Shall I tell you what it says? It says, I love you, son. And I want the world for you. But nobody's gonna give it to you unless you fight for it. But I'm on your side. All right?
Yeah.
Now we're in this together, or what? Right. Hey, Arsenal. Well, you can cross them off right away. Don't want you playing for any Cockney team, do we? Hold the shot. Oh, they'll be worth a try.
Mind you, you're not the only one who enjoys work because it's an escape from home life. There's two fellas I know, mentioning no names, but they might work here. They've both got young families, but they still have 3 nights a week out. They play squash one night, go drinking one night, and go bowling or something the other one. I went bowling with them one night and I suddenly felt really guilty. I thought they should be at home with their families, not out with me.
When I stayed out for that drink with you last week, I got home and Terry had been bursting with good news to tell me. And that was the one night I picked to be late. He ended up telling his best mate, Barry, who had a field day making me feel bad for not being home to share the good news with Terry.
Who's this Barry, then? Is he nice?
Oh, don't even think about it. Having him as one of Terry's mates is more trouble than having another woman in competition.
Must be serious.
Well, they practically grew up together. And trying to get them apart now they're grown-up's murder. Terry and I have been together for 3 years now, and I still sometimes think that they're a lot closer than we are.
Is he nice, though, apart from all that?
I know they say any port in a storm, Fran, but you'd be better off staying well clear of this one.
Never mind port in a storm. I've been becalmed for too long. I am seriously in need of a rampaging pirate coming to me rescue.
Barry might just do you, then.
Anything. Anything would be better than the rampaging librarian. Ooh. Hey, listen. If this Barry's got such an influence on Terry, can't you just get him to tell Terry he's got to wait to have a kid until you're ready?
Oh, it's been hard enough trying to stop him from using our place like a hotel. There'd be no chance of getting him on my side against Terry.
Well, there's only one person gonna tell him then.
Are you offering?
You're only just getting going here, and you're doing really well. You couldn't choose a worse time to have a baby, could you? I mean, forgetting all about the emotional stuff and just thinking practically, you'd be mad, wouldn't you?
I suppose so, yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
Tell him I want a baby when the time's right, and not now, I suppose.
You suppose?
Tell him. For definite.
Real-life action caught on camera next in Life, Camera, Action.
All right. Do you want to come in?
It's up to you.
Well, I don't know if I should let you in after telling Sue me good news.
Well, I never meant to, did I? Said it just kind of slipped out.
I was to tell him myself.
Well, he could obviously have been home on time. Anyway, have you seen anything of Tracy?
My name's not Harry Cross, you know. Don't keep peeping through the curtains. Where's your Jeep?
I've left it round at Daisy's yard, haven't I? Well, it stands out a bit too much round here, doesn't it?
Well, if you tried next door, I mean, she does live there.
But she'll leave Logan's there. She's got a fella in with her.
Home bingo for the pensioners, is it?
I think she must be in love. She's just been dead nice with me.
Look, if you want to come in, you better come in now. Sue's home soon, all right?
All right, yeah.
Your Tracy's really come up trumps, letting us have her place for our special treat.
I'd prefer to have had you round to my own kitchen. But you know what neighbours are like. Mine have got eyes like hawks and tongues like snakes.
It's nice to be cooked for.
It's nice having someone to cook for.
Aye, and it's nice having someone to do the washing up after.
Hey, was your chop nice? Best Welsh lamb. I don't think you can beat it for taste, do you?
Nah, it's just a job. You can't have cook, you know.
Well, I like poultry food, just plain and simple, so people know what they're getting.
I just like food.
What about the cook?
You mean, do I like the cook?
Even just a little bit?
Well, I'll put it this way. If it came to a choice between the chop and the cook, I'd pick the cook.
What about best steak?
Now, that'd be a real test, wouldn't it?
I'll get you apple pie.
So, how's it going with you and Sue?
Everything's all right.
But you can't wait to get going, can you? Time for little Terry's.
Well, you know, everything's come together. And anyway, don't be poking your nose into our business.
Where is Sue, anyway?
Out with her mates. Is she again? No, she's gone shopping.
That's probably where Tracy is, shopping. Only it'll be down a cop shop with her, won't it, waiting for that mark?
She won't thank you for poking your nose in.
I know. But there's something that's not right about him, Ted.
It's you just don't like busies, do you?
No, it's not that. He's sly.
All right.
Hiya.
Don't worry, I'm getting off now.
These bags are cutting my fingers off.
Terry, do us a favour, will you? Lend us the keys to the taxi and I'll wait for Tracy outside.
Throw on the window ledge. You don't have to go, you know.
No, you're all right. I know you got things to be getting on with. Right, good luck.
Some flowers in here.
Yeah, I know.
Not of Barry, are they, after another favour?
They're off me.
Oh, they've anything special?
Well, for you, you're special. It was just a piece off and I was just thinking, that's all.
Oh, do I get a kiss then?
I'm going to the bog.
What did Barry mean by good luck?
You don't mind me going on like this?
I'm a good listener.
He's been gone 18 years now. I couldn't bear it to begin with. I used to lie there at night, aching with loneliness, you know, just for someone to snuggle up to, someone to cuddle. Oh, it's a terrible feeling. Would you like some more apple pie?
No, thanks.
You're so lonely. And you're so desperate to tell someone how lonely you are. But you can't, can you? Because there's no one there. I mean, that's why you're lonely in the first place.
You never know how much you love someone till they're gone. My wife was the loveliest, most warm-hearted woman in the world. She had the misfortune to meet me and to marry me and to be afflicted by me for 30 years.
Ah, you're not that bad.
Do you think they're up there somewhere watching us now?
Oh, I think my Albert would probably be too busy in dispatch doing God's paperwork or something. He'd have to be making himself useful. You didn't tell me her name.
Very hard saying her name without remembering every inch of her. Every minute I spent with her. I'd give the world to hold her in my arms right now.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's just an ordinary name. It's just Mabel. It's not a special name.
Oh, I shouldn't have pushed you.
Oh, I'm all right. Just give us a minute. Just creeps up on you, doesn't it? Hey, come on. Let's get the dishes started. What shall we do when washing up's finished?
Oh, something romantic.
I know. We'll go down to the pier head and watch the sunset.
Oh, I haven't watched the sunset down there for years.
There's a few things I haven't done for years.
Hey, I said romantic, so no smut.
Me? I was only saying that we'd throw stones in the river or try to count the lights over in Birkenhead. You're the one with the smutty mind.
Oh, it'd just top off a lovely evening, though, wouldn't it? Hey, but we're going nowhere till this place is spotless, so come on, get to work.
Oh, don't let reality get in the way of romance.
Oh, just 2 minutes and then it'll be done. It'll just put me mind at rest, that's all. Hey, come on, look. I'll wash and you dry.
Right. You put it away because you know where everything goes.
I'm surprised no one's ever put you away. Hey, I hope that van of yours starts this time.
Oh, I've had our Michael on it. It's running beautiful.
As long as it gets us there and back. Do you know, I've never watched the sunset down there for years.
No problem. Red sky at night, Cyril's delight. Red sky in the morning, Birkenhead's on fire.
Hey, as long as you're not on fire. Otherwise, we'll be taking a bucket of cold water with us.
Trust me.
The day I trust you, I'm finished.
Yeah, here it is. Let's have a look. No, let's just a problem page. Hang on, Molly, have a look. I don't believe this. There's another one here about AIDS and condoms. Think the whole world knew about it by now. Knew what? It's not here. How are people supposed to know what to do if they don't even print the problems? Let's have a look. Well, maybe I should have written the same letter out to loads of magazines, and then it might have got printed. There's a few pounds and stamp. Yeah, I'm buying all the magazines. Divvy. Don't say hello then.
All right, I won't. Is my mum back yet?
No, she said she'd be late.
Come on now, I'm starving. Can't.
Lead me to the trough.
Excuse me. Can't interrupt the Gannet in full flight, can we? Oh, aye. Problem page, is it?
Mind your own business, you knows. You're the one with the problem. Yeah, your face.
Look, girls, if you've got a problem, you can always come to your agony Uncle Butler.
I wouldn't bring a dead fish to you with a problem.
Look, anything you tell me remains in the strictest confidence, and I'm very cheap. Well, not that cheap.
Let's go to your room. We were here first, remember?
Yeah, and we'll be here last.
Has your ma said anything more about this holiday?
Mine's gone at the moment with all this Sammy business. My dad's up the wall about it and all, so...
I was talking to Tommy Alslanian. He said him and Steve went on holiday last year. So it was great.
Where did he go?
Tossa Del Mar.
Oh, aye. And what do we get? A day out in Southport, eh? I spent ages on my mum last night about it. But all she'd say was, I'll think about it. She's been saying that since Christmas, though, so...
You want to tell her this holiday do you good? Get your mind off this Tranmere business?
My mind's not even on it. The only time I think about it's when someone gets on me back over it.
I wasn't getting on it, you mate. I just thought it'd be a good excuse.
You know, I'm fed up with everyone talking about it. Mum and Dad go on about it non-stop. Paula's telling me every cloud has a silver lining. Now you're sticking a knife in me back. Well, look, it's no problem, you know. I just wasn't good enough, otherwise they wouldn't have dumped me. I felt bad enough when he told me about it. But I'd only be reminded of it for the rest of my life.
It's not just you who feels bad, you know. I mean, I was your trainer. I must have got the programme wrong or something. Now, if he'd have been your trainer, like, he'd have been on Sangria 3 times a week, 4 times a week in some club with a load of Swedish birds, that'd have kept you fit.
He's leaving Steve-O, isn't
he? Yeah, well, he's thick, isn't he?
I've been thinking about doing the same.
What, leaving school?
Well, thinking about exams and that. I've decided exams aren't my style.
You'll be all right. I mean, the thing is with exams, like, you've got to put a lot in work in advance and then hope for the best on the day.
Look, there's no point in hoping. I'm not going to be there.
You'll be there.
Look, I've worked it all out. We did Sammy a letdown and that. It just isn't my year. Look, the best thing I can do is to get out and get a job. Well, even if I don't get a job, I'm getting out anyway.
Look, you've been at school since you were 5. Why not just finish the job off? I mean, you might get away with a couple of subjects.
No, I'll fail. I'm bound to. I can see it coming.
Well, you must have good eyesight if you can see that coming and getting a job and all.
All right, so I'll end up on a scheme, so what? It's better than having after school laughing at me for being a Tranmere reject and for failing all my exams. This toast's going cold.
Ever thought of being a bricklayer?
Am I the only one doing all the work here?
Well, that's one thing you pass an exam in, buttered and toast.
Look, I've told you, I'm not taking my exams.
I wanted to kiss you before.
I know.
How long is it since you've been kissed?
Too long?
Same here.
Oh, I only hope I've not forgotten now.
I know the feeling.
Hey, what would happen, though, if one of my grandchildren came in?
I'd pretend I was taking a speck of dust out of your eye.
Now, listen, if we're having a kiss, we're only having one.
I'm not sure my old heart would stand more than one.
I'm just saying that because, well, I don't want you to spoil it.
No, I wouldn't want that.
And I don't want to be covered in kisses. I'm not a spot the ball coupon. All right, then. 1.5. Ooh, that made me toes
It made my eyebrows curl.
Should we be doing this?
Of course we should.
I mean, shouldn't we be just growing old gracefully?
Why grow old gracefully when you can have fun?
Oh, this is romance, this. I think I might probably draw the line at fun.
You think you might? Probably.
I don't know. I haven't quite made my mind up yet.
Hi, lads. I'm sorry I'm a bit late.
Good evening, madam.
Oh, it's nice to see somebody else washing up for a change.
I'm the new butler, madam.
You've just talked yourself into a job. Mind out, love. I'm trying to get to the oven.
What are those?
Well, they're eating potato pies. And I hope you're both hungry, because I've got your cheese and onion pasta each as well. Oh, what's up?
You've already had a bite, Sweet.
Oh, well, you'll probably be full up then, won't you? It's a shame, because I was going to sit you down over your tea, tell you the good news.
What good news?
Well, I won't have the time to tell you now, will I? I'll be too busy eating these.
going down to the pier then?
To see the sunset?
See ya.
Ta.
They like.
Right. Now, I'm going to be serious, but it's good news as well.
Oh, great, look. Pie's my favourite.
I've not talked to Dad about this yet, but you know that when he's not here, he'll usually stand by what I've decided.
He knows his place, doesn't he?
Hey, watch it, you.
Yeah, stop interrupting. What's the news?
Well, this holiday that you two have been going on about. Come on, eat up.
Better send for Desperate Dan.
Well, I've had a think about it, and I've decided. If you two can promise me that you're old enough and mature enough to stay clean, fed, sober, out of trouble with girls and out of jail, you can go.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Mum.
That only leaves Tiddlywinks, you know.
Yes, I know. Do you promise?
Just Scouts on it.
You're not in the Scouts.
Might as well be the kind of holiday we're going to have.
But?
You'd a beer bus.
But this is all totally dependent on us having a proper strategy for your future worked out. Come on, eat up. Now, we want to get you a realistic target on the job front and for you to aim towards it. Come on, they smell lovely, don't they? Now, I know about this Tranmere business. It's upset us all, but that's in the past now, and you can aim towards your future, can't you? Can't you? And you can start by finishing your tea.
All right, yeah.
Now, do you promise?
Scouts on it.
Aren't you going to tell her you're not doing your exams?
What do you think?
Katie? Siobhan, your tea's up.
What's all this about the Scouts?
Oh, my fingers crossed, didn't I?
Katie, Siobhan.
We're going on holiday?
Yeah. Nude Mud Maiden, Tiddlywinks the lot. It's going to be a great holiday.
Oh, God, I'm exhausted.
You going back off?
Yeah, at last. I can still feel myself rocking backwards and forwards. Oh, I haven't done the flowers.
Don't sound so enthusiastic.
No, they're lovely. I'll do them now.
I won't bother next time.
I'd only forgotten them because I was putting Danny down. I hadn't forgotten them properly.
I got them to try and stop the arguments, not start one.
They give you a real feeling that summer's on its way, don't they, flowers?
Can I say something?
Just let me bring this lot through.
I'm going to be brutal and honest, all right? I don't want to be smart or sensitive.
Of course you can.
Let me see if I've got this right. We've been almost praying for a baby ever since I found out about Danny. And now we can have one. You don't want one?
Well, more or less, but it isn't really as simple as that. If we can have a baby now, we can have a baby any time. So why can't we wait to have a baby till the time's right?
I am right, aren't I? Yeah or no?
You know you are, yeah.
So let's see. You don't want to have a baby, but you want us to still make love. So that means we're going to have to use some form of protection or we don't bother.
Oh, I think that makes it all sound very simple.
Well, I'm a simple lad, aren't I? Am I right or wrong? It means we're either going to have to use some form of protection or we don't bother.
You know what it means.
I am right, aren't I?
You know you are, yes.
Well, I'll tell you what sort of protection we're going to use. The best one there is. One where you can't get pregnant. Because I am going to be sleeping down here on the couch until we decide we're going to have a baby.
You're not going to believe this, you know.
Oh, I can believe anything. We can have a baby and you don't want one. After everything we've been through in the last year, I can't do it myself, you know.
When you brought me these flowers, I was wondering if you might want an early night.
Well, I'm not stopping you.
Well, I'd rather you were with me.
I'd rather stay down here on my own.
Do you want me to sit with you for a bit?
You said you want an early night, so why don't you go to bed?
It's still early.
Well, read something then.
But it's still light.
Well, draw the curtains. I thought you said the flowers had died without any water.
Tough.
Tough.
All right, Stace, not interrupting, am I?
Actually, we're just eating.
Oh, Well, I just want to go under the sink, get a bit of paint strip, you know, I've left it under there. Won't be a minute. All right, Mark. Just seen your car out there.
Oh, yeah?
Nasty scratch down the side of it, isn't he?
What happened on the close?
Kids, eh?
No respect these days.
I tell you what, though, it could have been worse. Could have had this stuff all over your bonnet. I'd tell you what, I've just been having a look at your tyres as well.
Still all there, are they?
Oh, they're still all there. Just that one of them's looking a bit, what's it now, underinflated. I think you know what I mean, don't you, Mark?
Do you mean underinflated, like right down?
You're the expert.
You mean like punctured or slashed?
Tracy, did you know that it was an offence to drive round on an underinflated tyre?
No.
No need did I. It's amazing the things you learn, isn't it?
Have them kids been messing with Mark's car again?
I wouldn't like to say what's been going on, Tracy, you know.
Well, has someone let one of his tyres down?
Well, not down, exactly. More like underinflated. Why don't we go and check it out, Mark?
I'll go and check it when I'm ready.
Well, it's trying to be helpful, you know.
Yeah, well, it doesn't sound like it.
Well, it's just in case Mark wants to get off in a hurry or something. I mean, he can't, can he? I mean, he can't drive round a legal car, like.
Why don't you go and check it?
Because I don't want to.
Well, I'm going to check it. This is stupid. Don't know what you two are talking about.
Well, you heard him, Trace. He'll check it when he's good and ready. Mind you, I'd forgotten you were busy. Won't make any difference to you, will it? I mean, if you get stopped, you'll just have to show your little badge and you'll get waved on, won't you?
Thought I'd warned you off.
What's up, Mr. Policeman? Not getting the respect you think you deserve?
You touch my car again, I'm going to sort you out, all right?
What do you mean again?
Some kid scratched my car. Some baby who doesn't like having his dolly taken off him. I'd have to do you next time just to show you.
Show me what? Show me who's boss. Do you know what they call busies in London? They call them filth. You're not even filth.
Well, what am I without my uniform?
You're a copper, aren't you? You'll probably be a copper till the day you die. But you're one of the new breed. One of the 80s coppers. The ones who think they own the country and everyone else in its dirt. Well, there's other people live here beside you, you know.
Yeah, now from a deadheads like you.
There you go. Respect for the community. I love it. You don't even try to hide it, do you?
There's nothing wrong with the tyres.
Well, that's funny. One of them looked underinflated to me.
Barry,
Just wait a minute, will you, Trace?
will you just leave us alone and go?
I was just saying to my friend Mark here, isn't it sad, eh? When a man's got to sort out his private life, well, he's got to hide behind a uniform. It's very sad, that, isn't it?
Not wearing my uniform today, am I?
So what do you want me to do? Do you want me to have a pop at you, do you? I thought it was an arrestable offence even to threaten a police officer. Never mind, burst one.
Will you stop it, the both of you?
It's your problem if you're scared.
You scared?
You're just a scared old man, aren't you? Well, Tracy likes a meat a bit fresher than you.
Hey, do you mind?
And you know what, do you?
I know what she wants. And she doesn't want old men hanging around to stop her having a life.
Hey, I've had enough of this. Now stop it.
The uniform doesn't set you apart, you know. You're no different to anyone else. And I don't care who you are. I don't like you. And I don't think you deserve Tracy.
Oh, and she deserves you, does she?
Well, at least I care about her. I'm not just after what I can get.
This is getting out of hand. I'm phoning Rod.
No need to phone anyone.
Get off, will you? Get off!
What are you going to do now, eh? Going to arrest me, are you?
You shouldn't have done that.
Go ahead, then arrest me, or can't you walk?
I can arrest you if I want.
Come on, then. March me down the station, or can't you, march?
Or I could just take out a civil action against you.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Me and you in court, eh, with a judge and all that. He's bound to be on my side, isn't he, against the busy?
Why don't you stop it, both of you?
It's not just my word, is it? I've got a witness.
Oh, have you? I'm really scared.
Hang on, who's this witness?
Oh, come on, Trace, you are.
It's up to you, Trace.
I haven't seen anything.
Nothing.
Just get out, will you?
Go on. You heard her. Get out.
Go on, get out! The both of you.
real-life action caught on camera next in Life, Camera, Action.
What are you looking so guilty about?
Guilty? Oh,
You've been rooting, haven't you?
I'm just tidying up, that's all.
Tidying up. Listen, if you're checking up on me, you know, I haven't forgotten.
What are you on about?
Oh, you've forgotten, have you? I thought it was only fellas that were supposed to forget.
If you can't talk sense, then go and get some work done.
You have forgotten, haven't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I knew you had. Tomorrow, wedding anniversary, 19 years.
Don't be soft. Of course I haven't forgotten.
What have you got me then? Something good?
A surprise.
Oh, yeah. Like a nice new shop from a proper developer.
Wait and see.
Jeff, are you going to move on?
Jeff, come on, how many times you want calling?
All right, stop hassling, will you? There's loads of time.
Your mother's going to spare. What time do you start?
9:10.
You better get a move on, hadn't you?
Jeff, I won't call you again.
See?
Oh, Jeff, what are you doing?
I'm up, aren't I?
Hey.
You've got an exam in 20 minutes. Now, will you go and get a wash and comb your hair?
What good does geography do you?
Do as you're told, son. It's important.
Oh, Sammy was never like this with her exams, you know. She was up at the lark, last-minute revision. Do you remember? You have to start decorating in here.
It's got to be done sometime.
Oh, Jeff!
You'll be all right. You'll get there on time.
Oh, yeah, but half asleep. He's got no go in him.
It's nerves. Be all right once he gets in there.
Oh, Jeff, will you come on? I just wish she'd show a bit more enthusiasm, that's all.
What? Over exams?
Frank, they're important, but that lad's still stuck on this football thing.
I know, because he's still got a chance with some other clubs.
Be realistic, love. He's got to get these exams and put that behind him.
I know. It's nerves, that's all.
He doesn't seem to care about the trouble I took with that school over his dyslexia. Well, he's got a computer in the exam room now and extra time. I wonder if that's putting him off. Oh, at last. Right, I'll see you later.
Chris, if you go out dinner time, can you get me some more paste? I never got enough.
Can't you get it?
We'll get the kids together if you're too busy.
Katie can't leave school and he's got his exams to think about. Oh, look, I'll try and remember, all right? Right, I'll see you later, love. Come on, you.
Good luck, mate.
Hello? It's Mark.
I don't want to speak to him. I'm too busy. You can tell him that.
Forget it, Potter. She's not interested.
Fire brigade said that the situation is now under control
and an investigation will follow. Guernsey is to use glass houses left vacant by the decline in tomato growing to produce butterflies in other areas of Britain where they've become scarce, announced yesterday. The scheme, known as Project Papillon, will provide work for men who've lost horticulture.
Can't be doing your back any good sleeping on that.
I'm all right.
A railway station is being built at Cromer, Norfolk, by 10 unemployed people in a joint scheme by Norfolk District Council.
Why didn't you make it your last night on there?
To boost the
I said I'm
number of
all right.
passengers on the Cromer to Norwich line. A Cambridge University graduate is remanded.
How many nights is it now?
Don't know.
Charged
I'll
in
count.
connection with the murder of Mr. Edward Pound. Brian Carr, aged 22.
I know you were angry with me the other day, but
living in Cambridge, is accused of murdering Mr. Pound.
can't we just get back to normal?
National Gallery
Normal.
records 560
Thought getting back to normal would be time for kids now that I'm fixed.
Terry, you know where I stand on that? Not yet.
Yeah, and you know my position down here on the couch.
Terry, can't we at least just sleep together? I just mean sleep.
And what do we do if we get tempted, eh? What do we do then, eh?
We've discussed that.
Yeah, and we don't want to discuss it again, do we? This is my form of contraception.
Terry, we've got to talk about this rationally. We've got to.
I'm going to go and see Danny before you go.
Why do you have to be so stubborn?
International news. Bangkok.
See, there's still no sign of Lady Muck, then.
Oh, she'll be away on business.
All this time? Do you know what I reckon? I reckon she could have walked out on him, you know.
Terrible thing to say.
Well, I'm surprised she stuck with him this long. Wouldn't you have left him? I thought Al Mike would have gone with this lot for 7.
Oh, no, he's got an A-level this afternoon.
This afternoon? I thought it was this morning. Where is he now?
No, he's going to get an axle or something for his car.
Typical. He's got an exam. Why isn't he revising?
He's done lots, you know.
Are you kidding? Lots? He's not playing a flaming guitar. He's messing around with that lump of scrap.
He says he's done enough.
Oh, well, he would, wouldn't he? I don't want the last 2 years being wasted.
Ron, it is up to him.
You know, that lad doesn't even know he's born. I just wish I'd have had half the chances he's had when I was a kid. Wouldn't be messing around with this lot, I can tell you. What are you doing today, then?
I think I'll go shopping later.
Oh, into town type shopping?
I don't know, why?
Just wondered.
Morning.
Hiya.
Is he in?
Who's that, love?
Cyril?
He doesn't live here, you know.
Well, he's not at home, I phoned. Where else could he be?
A big question there for Ron's dad, there.
You two are, seen a lot of each other lately.
Is there romance in the air?
It's purely a platonic relationship.
He didn't say anything about that round-the-world trip, did he?
Oh, not again. Not another New Year.
Tell you what, I'd keep ringing him if I were you, Julia. Do you want a lift?
No, thanks.
I thought you were going shopping.
Later. You just left a message for me then at yours.
Oh, no, sorry.
Oh, I bet he left a message with Rod and Tracy bound to done. He's so thoughtful, isn't he?
Julia, did you give us Jimmy's telephone number?
Do you talk, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, that no man's no relation of mine, love.
I thought he was a,
If I'd have had my way, he'd been drowned to bit. You eat, love.
All right, Nan.
Hello, love. Has anyone left any messages for me?
For you. Why?
Why shouldn't he have done?
Well, you don't live here, do you?
I was expecting a note from my friend, Mr. Dixon Senior.
Haven't you heard? The only messages we take round here are for Barry Grant.
Him?
Will you try telling him, Nan, that this house isn't his postbox number?
So there's no messages?
No, no messages.
Hey, Rod, I don't suppose anyone's left a message here for me this morning by any chance, have they?
No.
Any chance of sitting by the phone, you know, just in case?
No chance.
Oh, no, listen, I've got a legit business going now. I have on a straight-up architectural antiques.
Forget it.
That's nice, isn't it, eh? Trying to get a good business going and no one believes you.
And another one. Architectural antiques. When will you grow up? No wonder your Lindsay wants nothing to do with you.
You leave my daughter out of it.
Just like she's leaving you out of her wedding.
Well, don't know what you're talking about. It's all that bingo that addles your brain.
You don't know a thing about it, do you?
How Lindsay's wedding? We haven't even started making the arrangements yet. How'd you know, anyway?
The dog's in the street now. It's at St. Kentigern's. 21st of June. The reception's at the Masonic Hall, I believe. Well, it would be, wouldn't it, now that your poor wife's living over the brush with Ken Sumner?
You what?
That's right. He's paying for it and giving it away. Your own daughter's wedding. You have to be ashamed of yourself.
Jimmy? Jimmy? Are you all right?
What? Oh, yeah, what's up?
Oh, do you know that griffin that you got for Ron?
Well, what's up with it? It's good stuff there.
Well, nothing. It's great. It's just his our wedding anniversary tomorrow, and I wondered if you'd get me something like that.
What, another one?
Well, I thought maybe a statue, or well, just something to go with the fountain. Well, can you do it?
Yeah, no problem, but I'm going to have a deposit.
Oh.
No, look, I need the cash for it. I just need the cash, all right?
How much?
100.
What?
Oh, all right, then make it 25, but it might cost you a few, Bob, I'm telling you.
Oh, all right, you better come back to the house.
Up here, love.
What's your paste?
I shouldn't have left school just for this.
I didn't. I was looking for our Jeff.
It's not here.
No, I know. The exam's finished early, and he promised me he'd come back here and revise this afternoon.
Lay off him. He's probably just gone for a kick around.
Well, that's not going to help him with his GCSEs, is it?
Help him relax a bit, won't it?
Do you know, sometimes I think he don't care whether he gets through these or not.
Oh, don't be soft.
Frank, he's got to put this Tranmere business behind him.
But he's still got a chance with other clubs.
Yeah, so you keep saying, but can we just leave it, please, until after these exams are over?
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Hey, not bad for the morning's work, eh?
Where's all the posters?
In there.
You've thrown them away!
They're not good to anyone.
But she spent years collecting these.
She should have taken them with her, shouldn't she? She told me Darby's place was her home now, so this isn't.
You've just ruined them. What's she going to say?
She'll say nothing to me.
Oh, Frank, you're just so spiteful. Why'd you have to be like this?
She caused it, going to live with him.
Oh, she's our daughter, for God's sake.
Not anymore, she isn't.
Frank, this isn't right. Will you please just go and talk to her?
I've said my piece.
Will you just stop all of this, please, and just go and see her?
I'll never set foot in that house again.
But he's not there. She's on her own. Please, will you just go and see her and talk to her?
No chance.
Frank!
I said a statue to go by the pond, not a national monument.
It's an architectural antique, that.
It's horrible.
You what?
And it's to go in the back garden. I mean, how the hell are we supposed to move it? It's far too big.
You said you wanted something decent. That is the business. 150 quid, come on.
I haven't got 150 quid.
So why are you ordering first-class stuff, then?
I wanted a garden ornament. I mean, I wanted something small and something decent.
Yeah, and I want paying. It's a special order, this. I've got a daughter getting married in 2 weeks' time. I'm too busy for time wasters.
Oh, just take it away.
No chance.
I'm coming back later on to see your owl fella about this.
Jeff?
I'm in here.
Why aren't you revising?
I'm looking for the tape.
Never mind tapes. Go into your own room and get some revision done.
I've done it.
No, you haven't.
I have.
Well, go and do some more. Then it won't do you any harm. Jeff, I said revision. How did your geography exam go?
All right.
Just all right.
Yeah.
Well, how about the computer? How about the extra time?
Didn't need no extra time.
Didn't you?
No.
And you managed your computer all right?
Well, it's the same one I've been using all year.
Where'd you get it?
Jimmy Corkill.
Ah, well.
Well, I wanted something decent, not this monstrosity, and he won't get rid of it. And he wants 150 quid, and I've paid him 25.
It's not worth getting upset about, love. It's got to be worth 25 quid as hardcore.
Oh, no, I wanted to get you a decent present.
Hey, mate. I hope you've got better taste.
Hey, Jimmy, what the hell are you playing at here?
It's a work of art, that. And your missus ordered it special.
Well, she's just unordered it, all right.
Oh, no, you don't. You owe me 125 quid. Where else am I going to get a customer for this?
Well, try Buckingham Palace, and I want that 25 quid back.
No chance. That is a non-returnable deposit.
For something I didn't want. You fiddled me.
You said a garden ornament. That is a garden ornament.
Well, yeah, for Windsor Castle. Tell you what, keep the 25 quid and just get rid of
Hey,
it.
hang on.
A deposit's a deposit, Ron. Well, go on, move it now.
And how do you reckon I'm going to do that?
Well, the same way it came.
Yeah, but that means I've got to go all the way
No,
back.
no buts.
It'll cost a bomb.
Well, just get rid of it now. Or do you want me to call the police?
Right. That is the last time I do business with you lot. You just want something for nothing. Do you know that? You are out of my league, lady.
Oh, just go and get lost. Now I can't afford to get you a decent present.
Oh, I don't need presents, love. I've got you. Anyway, it's the thought that counts.
Well, it's not as bad as that flaming fence that you built.
Can't even ask me in.
I don't know.
Come on. Some welcome, that is.
But what do you expect?
Yeah, I didn't start it. Barry kicked me in the crutch, remember? Well, you might be pleased to know it doesn't hurt anymore. I said it doesn't hurt anymore. Is that for him?
Well, he is allowed a Bertie, isn't he? Do you mind?
Well, what are they doing here? He doesn't even live in the place.
He moves around a lot. It's convenient.
What is he to you? It's weird, you know, you and him.
There is no me and him.
He acts like there is.
Well, that's his problem.
There is something between you.
Do you enjoy looking for trouble?
Me, Christ, you'd think I caused it.
We're as bad as each other.
Do I go round scratching my keys down people's cars?
You can't prove that.
Oh, come on, we both know he did it. I could prove something else. If you'd make a statement.
Oh, that's what you're doing, is it? Give me a couple of days to calm down and then come round and try and get me to be a witness against Barry.
You saw it.
I saw nothing.
He assaulted me, for God's sake.
You said it doesn't even hurt.
Why won't you make a statement?
Well, why should I? Anyway, what possible good would it do?
Well, it might stop him messing us up.
Oh, what?
Come on, he can't see us together without starting trouble.
And you're not like that, are you?
If he's nothing to you, what's wrong with teaching him a lesson?
A lesson?
Would you want him causing trouble forever?
I just want to be left out of this.
If you think anything of me, you'll take my side.
I'm not taking anyone's side.
Well, you act like you're on his, you always do.
Well, that's just stupid.
Not from here, it's not. What is it between you, eh?
He's me half-brother.
Your dad only married his mum last summer, you've told me that.
Look, I am not taking anyone's side. I want to forget what happened in here the other night. If you can't manage that, then you go, all right?
No need to be like that.
You will just drop the whole thing, just forget it.
Okay.
Do you want a coffee?
You have one.
All right, Dad. What are you doing, eh?
I was just going to leave you a note.
What?
Danny and me have eaten. You'll have to see to your own.
Where are you going?
It's one of the seminars they're organising at work.
You going back to the office?
Yeah, didn't think you'd be interested.
Time to stick it. Not giving you overtime, Hardy.
Well, it's voluntary. It's a chance to learn more about my job.
Chance to get out the house, you mean?
Well, that's the way you want to see it.
And what about Danny? I've got to go back to work, you know.
I'm dropping off at the Minders. It's all arranged.
He's been there all day.
He likes it there. There'll only be a few kids there at this time, so he'll get plenty of attention.
What time's he going to be there till?
Late.
He should be at home.
Well, he can't be, can he? Because you'll be working.
Well, I won't be back till late.
That's all right. You'll be on the settee, won't you?
Why'd you let him treat this place like it is?
Because it's half his mother's.
Big-headed, arrogant
Oh,
chump.
will you just stop slagging him?
See, there you go, protecting him again.
Will you shut up?
You're hiding something.
Look, please just leave it.
Wrong answer. What are you hiding, eh? What is it?
What are you staring at?
You said you liked me looking at you. You said it made you feel, you know, good. Do you know what I think? You want to get back with him, don't you?
Stupid.
I'm right, aren't I?
Get off with you. What do you think you're playing at?
I'm right. You and him are at it again.
Will you leave me alone?
What about the first time, eh? Before you met me?
Mark, you hurt me on.
I'm right, aren't I?
No.
You're lying.
I'm not.
You'd sooner have that scumbag than me.
Stop
I can't believe it.
Stop it, please.
Do something about that.
Get off. Please. Please, Mark, you hurt me.
Come here. Come on. Come on. He's buried this good. Come on. You bitch!
Real-life action caught on camera next in Life Camera Action.
Yeah, well, it shouldn't be any more than that, should it? No. Where? No, I'll have to think about that, mate. Hey, all right, Jerry, I'll have to go, OK? Owe you one, mate. Bye. Hi, love.
That Nicky at number 10 wasn't very interested. In fact, she was really offhand.
What about?
I'm sure you don't listen to me. I've already told you I'm trying to arrange a tarot card evening here.
What for?
Well, it's a way of getting to know the girls in the close. I mean, I really enjoyed it when Josie's auntie was staying here.
You know them all anyway, don't you?
No, I don't. And you don't have to come anyhow.
Hey, no chance of that. I don't want to know about all that mumbo-jumbo. I should be getting worried about you, you know. Tarot cards, stone lions.
Hey, I still feel bad about that.
Yeah. Actually, it makes me wonder whether I can manage another 19 years with you.
You're a cheeky...
Happy anniversary, love.
Oh, I feel terrible. I haven't got you anything.
Doesn't matter about me.
It does.
No, it doesn't. Now, here, do you want this or not?
What is it?
What is it? You know quite well what it is.
I do not.
Oh, yes, you do. Pull the other one.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Do you think so? Well, of course you think so. Otherwise you'd have hinted last night, wouldn't you? I haven't been rooting.
Oh, it is, though. It's smashing.
Is our rod found?
No one's found.
Nicky, what am I going to do if the police come? I mean, what do I say?
Do you tell him the truth? He attacked you and you were frightened. You were just protecting yourself.
But he'll twist it, I know he will.
I know, but you've got Rod on your side, haven't you? Now, how much of it did he see? Do you want me to get the doctor out? He might be able to give you something.
I don't want anything.
Look, you need to rest. I was going to bring you some breakfast in bed. What's up?
Nothing. No one's ever brought me breakfast in bed before.
Well, go on then, back to bed and I'll bring it to you.
Yeah, I want to be here if Rod phones.
What's he going to do? He wouldn't even say a word to me last night.
Oh, no, he was so angry. And I thought he was going to kill Mark. Why does he have to do it, eh? Why?
Look, come and have a lie down. You can go in the extension, Tom, I won't mind.
Oh, Nicky, I'm all right. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm scared, you know. I'm scared that I'm going to get done for stabbing him. Or I'm scared that he'll come round again.
Tracy, I'm here.
Shouldn't you be at the gyro?
No, I've phoned in sick. And there's no need to worry about your customers. I've cancelled all your appointments.
God, I forgot all about work.
Well, there's no need to worry. I said you've got the flu.
Well, you shouldn't be skiving off. You better go in.
No, I think I should stick around. I mean, I'm scared he might come back as well, you know.
Thanks.
Why the hell didn't you tell me? I wondered why everyone was so quiet in the house last night. Don't want this spreading around. Well, you can trust me, can't you? Do you know what? I never did like him. Especially after that incident with the kids. No one had to go with his car.
As far as I'm concerned, right, he's a psycho. And I'm not having him taking it out on our Tracy.
Attempted rape, though. I mean, what are you going to do?
He's not getting away with it.
But if you report him, he might come back over the stabbing. I mean, you weren't there earlier, were you? You didn't see what happened.
You trying to say how Tracy was asking for it?
Oh, of course I'm not. All I'm saying is you weren't there. You never saw what happened, did you?
He assaulted her. She defended herself. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, well, it's dodgy, innit?
What?
Bubbling a colleague.
He tried to rape me sister, for Christ's sake. I mean, if she hadn't done him with those scissors, God knows what might have happened. He might have killed her.
I still think it's dodgy, Rod.
Behave. Should be charged with this.
Rod, he was knocking down with her. I mean, do you know, if the... You know...
That's got nothing to do with it. That doesn't give anyone the right to rape someone.
Well, try telling his mates that. I'm warning you, Rod, this could get heavy. They'll make your life a misery.
We'll see about that.
Look, he could even turn it round on her. Go for the wounding. I mean, how bad was he?
Yeah, we'll have a stiff arm for a few days.
Did he say anything when you walked in on them?
Just swore at her and went.
Maybe we should have got her to report this.
No. She was too upset for all that. It's down to me, innit?
I think we've got something to talk about. Got nothing to say to you.
Watch yourself, Corkhill. Oh, it's 2 on to 1, is it?
That's what it takes, yeah.
I wouldn't waste my time.
Listen to the hero.
Just shut up and listen. I'm gonna make a complaint about you. Assault and attempted rape on my sister.
It's her word against mine.
I saw it.
You saw nothing. All you saw was her with those bloody scissors. You won't believe the hassle I had in casualty. Keep out of it, you.
No. Tell him, Rod.
Tell me what?
Well, you've got 2 options, Potter. Either you leave the job, or I make the complaint. I mean it!
Try it, see where it gets you.
Resign, or I make the complaint.
Do what you want.
I mean it.
It's her word against mine. If this ever gets to court, I'll throw everything I can at her. I've had her more times than you can count, a little slag. She'll get the law. Going with me, going with that deadbeat lad, the bloody works. And I'll have her for wounding too, all right? And if anything sticks on me, I'll make sure you wish you'd never taken this job.
I'm not scared of you or your mates in traffic, mate. Do you hear me? I don't care if I get suspended or even dismissed. It'll be worth it to see the back of you.
You really mean that? You'd quit the job?
Oh, he tried to rape me, sister. I just want him out.
Here, is he?
It's all right, it's only Barry. Hiya.
All right. I don't want any trouble or anything, Cease. I've just called round, all right?
Where's your beard gone?
I had my head out the window on the motorway, didn't I? Blew off. You all right?
She says a bad experience.
He had pains in my stomach.
Yeah, she had terrible pains in the night.
How do you feel now?
All right, I just need a bit of rest.
Oh, look, I've just called round for me cards and that, you know, and me prezzies or whatever. 25 today.
Oh, yeah, +7.
Look, I'm sorry there's no prezzies and that, but, you know... Look, I'll have to sit down.
Do you want a cup of tea or something, Trace? Hey, I'm 32, not 40. Anyway, thanks. Shouldn't you be at work?
Day off.
It's a Pity you're not well, you know. We could have gone out for a drink. All three of us, like.
Another time, eh? Tracy, I'll be upstairs if you want me.
All right.
You don't usually have trouble like this, do you?
Yeah, well, it's happened a bit lately. So who's remembered you then?
Oh, the usual, you know. Your mum, your Al fella, our Karen, Matty.
Matty?
Yeah, you know me, our fella's mate. You've met him.
Well, why does he send you the card?
Don't know. Always does, though, every year. Never forgets. That's the trouble with moving around all the time, though, isn't it? Got nowhere to put me little cards.
You can leave them here if you want.
Oh, are you? What would the traffic cop have to say about that, eh? Wouldn't he find some rule or regulation against it?
Well, it's got nothing to do with him.
Falling out, have we?
I'm just fed up with you at each other's throats.
Has he been trying to force you to give evidence against me again?
No, I haven't even seen him.
Not since,
No.
Well, he can't be that keen then, can he?
Well, he's probably working or something.
Or on the sick.
Shut up!
All right. Should have put him in hospital for what he did to you.
You did enough, didn't you?
Hang on.
What are you doing?
Tracy, them bruises aren't 5 days old.
Look, leave it, will you?
Has he been trying to force you to give evidence again?
No, he hasn't.
Tracy, because if he has, I'm going to hospitalise him. Busy or no busy.
I haven't even seen him.
Tracy, come on, have a look at this. Oh, sorry.
What, Nick?
That Dixon fella, come and see.
You deliberately messed up your geography exam. You filled the computer with rubbish. And you stayed 10 minutes this morning in that exam room and you walked out. Now, what is going on? Jeff, how do you think I felt, eh? The teacher came into the office and in front of everybody else there told me that my son had deliberately messed up his GCSEs. Now, what is going on? Jeff, I want an answer.
I can't do them.
You didn't even try.
I can't. Why do you think I had to walk out?
Jeff, you could have tried. You promised me weeks ago you'd do your best. Now, what has happened? What has happened?
All you want to say is Jeff's got loads of GCSEs.
Yes. Yes, of course I do.
But you're not interested in me. You're just in me having exams. They're not for me, these. They're for you. You don't even care about me.
Jeff? Now, that's not true, and you know it.
Well, what about Tramia, then? You weren't bothered when you kicked me out.
Of course I was.
You weren't. You didn't want me to go in the first place. You wanted me to concentrate on these exams, your exams. You didn't care what I wanted to do.
That's a terrible thing for you to say.
Yeah, but it's true. All you care about is our Sammy.
Oh, you're just making this up now. Any excuse for deliberately ruining 2 exams.
Oh, don't believe it, then.
You'll finish these exams, or there'll be trouble. You can forget about the holiday with Brian.
I can't do them. I'm no good.
Why doesn't anybody talk to me anymore?
What are you doing hiding here?
Not hiding, I'm waiting.
You've told him once, isn't that enough?
Maybe he needs telling twice.
If you start scrapping with him in here, there'll be nothing down for you. You'll be finished.
Won't come to that.
If he'll attack a girl, he won't have any worries about sticking one on you, will he?
Nah, so what?
Grow up, will you? Maybe he's right. Maybe you are trying to play the big hero.
Maybe if it comes to that, it'll all come out in the open, won't it? Attempted rape's pretty hard to explain to a disciplinary board, isn't it?
Why wreck your life over it? He could have wrecked our Tracy's.
Careful. Made any decisions yet, have we?
Matter of fact, I have.
And I don't want any crap about what you're going to throw at my sister in court.
Back off, Rod.
I'm going to the chief super in half an hour if you haven't resigned.
Are you going to listen to me or what?
Go on.
I'm not resigning.
Right, half an
I've
hour.
applied for a transfer. Out of this force. Chief Super says he'll sort it out as soon as possible. Now, do you want more or what?
Saves everyone grief.
Except our Tracy.
Look, do you want to drag through the courts when he starts denying everything?
This had better be straight up.
And keep away from her while you're waiting, all right?
When's it our turn?
Hey, if Harry was here, he'd be scared that would eat his gnomes.
Hey, it's better on theirs than on our fronts. Is it really a present for him? It's going to be a big surprise.
Where did it come from?
I don't know. Well, you know Ron and his contacts. Josie, I've been trying to catch you all week. You know your Auntie Lou and her tarot? Do you reckon you should do a reading round at ours next Wednesday?
Oh, word got around, has it? You'll never get rid of it, Dee.
Go on, she's very good. Just one-to-one, is it?
Well, I thought I'd invite all the girls in the close, and you, of course. Great! Do you think she'll do it?
Oh, of course you will. For a £5 apiece.
You go and finish that back lawn you've left half done. This is girls' talk. A £5's a usual rate, mine. Is that all right?
Well, it's cheaper than a night out, isn't it?
Well, I'll give her a ring. She'll be made up.
Oh, great. Well, I'll let you know about times and things, OK?
Yeah.
Hey, Tilly Mint, what's my stone lion doing over there? Is it some sort of joke?
You're stone lion.
And what's all this congratulations to Rod and Diana stuff?
Dead generous, Ron, isn't he? Thanks, Josie. I'll see you.
Flaming cheek.
Look, Jimmy, I need more stock.
No, I can't be bothered with the hassle anymore.
Have you come to you regular?
Yeah, with tatty little orders. 50 quid here, 50 quid there.
All paid up front, cash on the nail.
Listen, love, I'm expanding now. I'm into architectural antiques, OK?
Stone lions, is it?
Hey, mind that.
So what about my order, then?
And don't you try blackmailing me. If you want another order off me, it's got to be 500 quid minimum, OK?
You what?
500 quid minimum.
I'll see what I can do.
Just remember.
Hey, don't buy any gear off him at all. Knock off.
Don't be daft.
What did he want?
I want to see Dee Dee, not me, at the Stone Lion.
Bet the lion's if you know.
How should I know?
Hey, our Rod doesn't know it's there, does he?
It's a surprise present, isn't it?
And it's got nothing to do with me, right?
But why should he?
That's a good point, that, Stace. Why should it have anything to do with you, eh, Jimmy? Got it off steps over there, didn't he?
Who what?
You know, that Pratt Dixon.
I don't know. Listen, I'm into architectural antiques now, and I don't want our Rod getting the wrong idea. What's happened to your beard, anyway?
I'm cleaning up my image. Well, do you reckon the steps all got off then, Jimmy?
Oh, I don't know, do I? Trace, can I use this phone, love?
Yeah, be quick.
So what do you reckon, girls? We're going out for a bevy tonight, or what? Oh, looks like a pint with Matty then, doesn't it?
Mrs. Corkle, please.
And make sure no one nicks Rod's line. All right, Jim.
Thank God for that. Isn't it safer having a few fellas about?
I know she's in work. A flaming neighbour told me that. It's her husband. Well, of course she has. You're talking to him. Yeah, I'm sorry too. Hey, Tracy, did your Auntie Jackie say anything to you about Lindsay's wedding?
Who's Lindsay?
My daughter.
Yeah, we got an invitation on Saturday.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
What do you mean you never got one? I'll be in my room if you need me. Getting good at this.
My own daughter. My own flesh and blood, and she just mugged me at her wedding.
But she's a friend of the girl opposite. She only charges £5 for a tarot reading. Oh, Maria, it'll be good fun. Are you on then? Oh, great. Oh, yeah, and thanks for the offer of the other thing. Yeah, bye.
What do you think about Rod's present, then, eh?
Oh, you're a hard-faced so-and-so, you are.
Can you think of a better way to get Jimmy Corkle to take it back? Dump it on the copper's lawn?
Do you reckon it's really knock-off?
When have you ever known Jimmy Corkle to sell anything legit? Mind you, we've got a problem now, hasn't he? Listen, gal, how do you fancy letting our lot fend for themselves tonight, me and you, as shootout?
Oh, sounds all right to me.
Yeah, we'll go out and get a steak, a nice bottle of wine somewhere.
Even better. As long as we don't spend too much.
It's our anniversary, isn't it?
Yeah, but we're saving up now. For our second honeymoon.
We didn't even have a first.
Well, we are now. Take the week off work, the week after next.
You're serious?
Yeah, it's your prezi. I've organised it with Maria. We're going to their caravan for a week by ourselves.
Ah, so it's sunny Wales, like, is it? Die Bark, wasn't it? It's a better present than a concrete lion, anyway.
And you know who's paying for it all, don't you?
The wedding.
That jumped-up Ken Sumner, the newsagent.
No, can't you pay for it?
I haven't even been given the chance to, have I? They don't even want me there. It's all Jackie's fault, this, you know. She's poisoned all Lindsay's mind against me.
Oh, she wouldn't do that.
Oh, wouldn't she? Anything to get her own back, I'm telling you.
Well, Jimmy, you haven't really spent much time with Lindsay, have you?
Well, that's not the point.
Well,
She's still my daughter. How can she insult me like this, eh? OK, so maybe I haven't seen that much of her, but I'm still her dad, aren't I?
We'll go and see Jackie then.
Joking, aren't you? She wouldn't even take a phone call off me air. The bitch.
Now, don't you dare call Auntie Jackie that.
Well, what else do you want me to call her?
We'll go and see Lindsay then.
I wouldn't know what to say. I'm all choked up as it is.
Well, Jimmy, I can't help you then.
Do you know, if I had money, things would be different then. Whether I'd seen it or not, they'd have to come to me then, wouldn't they?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know whether you'd gone or not.
Mr. Nobody, eh? No one ever notices me, do they?
Jimmy, try and see Lindsay.
God, I was dead worried then that the police might come round or something while he was here.
It's Barry that's the worry. Nearly blew it before.
Sorry.
Nicky, he will go off his head if he finds out.
Look, why don't we take a week off and go on holiday or something? Oh, it seems ages ago since Rhodes.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, you need a break after what's happened. And you might even find a decent fella.
I need a break from fellas.
God, I'm dead worried that he might come back. And your Rod hasn't even phoned, has he?
I know, yeah. I think I'd sooner stay at home anyway, Nicky.
Well, at least tell Barry then.
No.
Look, he'd look after you. And while that weirdo copper's on the loose, you should tell him.
Nicky, you don't know Barry. You just don't know what he's capable of. No one tells him anything, all right?
Well, I think you're wrong.
No, I'm not. God knows what he'll do if he finds out.
Real-life action caught on camera next in Life, Camera, Action.